to tell you a little bit of a mascara disaster that happened. Well, disaster might be exaggerating, but I really wanted to try the 17 mascara that Wayne Goss has talked so much about. And we went into Boots and they had it, but they only had it in brown, which was sort of disappointing because I don't really wear brown mascara. I have really dark hair. It just doesn't really work that well for me. So I thought about getting it, and at the last minute I decided to put it back and I didn't get it. A few hours later, we were on the bus headed out, and I discovered that even though I had asked a sales associate if they had it in black and she had told me no, in fact they did have it in black. And some of the other girls that were on the trip that came to Boots after I did had actually picked it up. I had a little bit of a mental meltdown, but I got over it, and I in fact got this mascara instead of the 17 one. And not that I'm glad I didn't get the 17 mascara, but I'm really glad that I tried this mascara because it is fantastic. It is another product by L'Oreal that is not offered here in the United States, at least to my knowledge. I've searched online and pretty much the only place I see it is in the UK. It is the False Lash Superstar, and it's one of the two-phase mascaras where you have a primer on one end and a mascara on the other. I haven't always been the biggest fan of these, but this one is fantastic. It has become my favorite mascara recently. I just think it is amazing. The brushes are great. The mascara wears really well. It looks really dramatic on my lashes, and that's something that I look for. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that here with the look I'm wearing today. And of course I'm gonna start by putting the primer on, which always looks kind of crazy. But I really like how the primer builds up really quickly. You can see a lot of volume on my lashes already, and it lengthens immediately. Sometimes with primers, I feel like I don't really do anything. I'll put them on, but it doesn't really change the look of the actual mascara itself. With this primer, it definitely makes a difference. I feel like this is also a sort of foolproof mascara. You don't have to worry about dry time or anything like that. Like, you can just go right to the next eye once you have the first two on. The only thing that I screw up every time is when I unscrew it. I think that the wand is here. I think that the wand is here, and I'll pull it out and it's on this side. I've used this a ton of times and I still haven't learned that. You can see that this wand is shaped a little bit differently. The first one was like an hourglass, and this one's shaped more like a bow shape, which I think both of them work really well. This isn't a mascara that ends up getting everywhere. I hate mascaras that are messy and end up all over my lid. This is not one of those. You can see a huge difference just in that first coat, and I'll usually do 2 coats. I also feel like this is a really long wearing formula. I can put it on in the morning when I get ready, and when I come home at night it still looks perfect. I don't notice any flaking. It's very easy to remove. It doesn't make my lashes feel crunchy or anything like that. Just all in all, I'm super impressed, and every time I wear it I lament the fact that it's not sold here and that I won't be able to get it once it runs out. And of course I'm going to put a second coat on because that's just what I do. It builds up really well. It does not get clumpy. It's like everything I look for in a mascara, and I love it. So out of everything I picked up, for some reason this excites me the most. I think because with mascara it just sort of completes the look, and you just almost can't go without it. You have to put that on to make your look come together, and that product is just fantastic. So L'Oreal has a complete line of lip glosses that are available in the UK but not available in the States, and so one of my goals was to definitely look into that line while I was there. These are the Infallible Mega Glosses, and they actually come in 3 finishes. There's the cream, which is what I have. There's like a shimmer one or glitter one, and then there's also a jelly, which is like a clear but it has a tint. And the color that I picked up is called I Got the Power. It's just a really nice neutral. I wanted to try something that I thought I might wear a lot, and it's just a beautiful color. The applicator is really cool. It has sort of a strange shape, but it actually hugs the lip quite nicely, and it really glides on really evenly, and it also holds enough product so that you don't have to dip back into your tube here. You can just sort of dip in once and coat the entire lip and it's good to go. It's a really shiny lip gloss, not sticky at all, very, very comfortable, and I'm excited to see if these come out. Maybe they do have them and they're just in a different packaging and I don't realize it, but I'm pretty sure that these are not available, at least yet, in the United States. So this is I Got the Power. Also like because the tip is really good for getting the Cupid's bow. And even though this is a neutral color, you know, you still want to apply it with some degree of precision. Just wanted something that would be really nice and easy to wear. So this is, you know, Your Lips But Better sort of color, but veers on the side of a really neutral shade. Not much pink to it at all, but has sort of just a really nice neutral shade to it. So this is something I've been wearing non-stop since I got it. I mean, as soon as I bought it, I like put it on, and I've been keeping it in my purse. It's a wonderful product. It has a nice smell, nothing too strong, just a little bit sweet. So this is a good sort of neutral look for every day, nothing that's too over the top, something that's really easy to wear, and that lip gloss especially is just something that it's not going to wear for a really long time, but it's just super easy to apply. I also had on my list of things to pick up one of the Rouge Edition Velvets from Bourjois, and there's a ton of colors here in this line. I knew that there were a few shades that had negative reviews, like the finish or the feel of them was different, and of course once I got there and I'm looking at all of them, I completely brain farted. I couldn't remember which it was. I don't know. I know the reds are supposed to be really good, but I just wanted something that I thought I might wear a bit more than just a red. And so I got this really nice pink color in Nudist, although it's really pink, it's not really a nude color at all. And it's something that I think adds a little bit of oomph to an everyday look without making it too over the top. And it can really dress up a look and make it just a little bit more polished. So what I'm going to do is wipe off this and apply this instead so you can see how the two look compared to each other. So this is a nice little container. It has just your standard kind of doe foot applicator, nothing too fancy there. I will say that the smell is really weird. It's almost like a creamy bug spray. It's a really horrible description, but it's not as like sharp as a bug spray, but it's like a little bit milder than that. But honestly, once you put it on, it goes away and I don't notice it at all. And the texture of these is really nice. They wear really well. They're very lightweight on the lips. They're sort of in that, you know, matte liquid lipstick trend thing, but not really liquidy. They're more of a cream. So you can see the color is pretty opaque just right off the bat. And you can sort of build it up too if you want to add a little bit more. It doesn't get cakey, it doesn't change the color or the consistency of the lip product. And I also feel like they're not one of those lip products that once you put it on, you absolutely cannot remove it. If you saw my last video, you saw the struggle with that. But this is a more forgiving formula of that matte sort of lip trend that's going around. I really, really like these. I think this is an excellent product and I would definitely want to get more of this particular formula. I wish I could go back in time and pick up a couple more since I was there. So it doesn't feel sticky at all. It's like immediately a really soft, lightweight, matte feel on the lips, and they wear really evenly, really well for a long period of time. I don't think there's something that necessarily wear through you like eating or anything like that. You definitely have to reapply after that, but you know, working through the day or something, it would certainly stick around if you weren't doing a lot of lunching or anything like that. Now last fall, one of my best friends, Bo, went on a sort of European excursion, and I wanted to take the opportunity to use him for shopping. And I gave him a list of things to get, and he wasn't able to get everything, but a few things that he did purchase were amazing. And one of those was a Berry M nail polish in the jelly formula. This particular color is called Damson. It's a really beautiful sort of royal blue, kind of a creamy royal blue. And I absolutely fell in love with this formula. It's fantastic. It's just goes on opaque and nearly one coat. Some of the other colors, maybe 2 coats. It really lasts for a long time, and it's just an absolutely beautiful formula. So when I was in Boots, I noticed that they had a deal on where you could buy $6 worth of Berry M products and you get a free jelly nail polish. So they're about 3 pounds each. I said dollars, but it's pounds. So I purchased some. Actually, let me just pick them all up and show you. I purchased all of these. because they were so inexpensive and you got a free one. So for every 2 that I bought, I got a free one. Now, initially I bought these 6, so I got like these 2 on the top free. Then we left Boots and we went down the street and we ate at KFC. I know that's really weird because you're thinking, well, there's a KFC in America. Why are you eating in a KFC in Belfast? But let me tell you, it was way better than the KFC in America. Anyway, we ate there, and as I was looking through my bag at my purchases, I realized that I didn't have a purple. What? And I love purple nail polish. So my friends and I, my youth kids from my youth group and I, went back down to Boots, much to the chagrin of one of the kids that was in our group, and I purchased a purple. I had to get a purple just because that's one of my favorite colors, and I felt like I would be missing out if I didn't get at least one purple. So I'll show you a close-up of all of these colors because they're just amazing. They're so beautiful. I've tried them all out. Actually, that night when we got back from shopping, I did probably about 7 manicures in my dorm room that we were staying at. The girls in my youth group just loved the colors, and so I think I tried out every single color here. I'm actually wearing on my nails today the color called Sugar Apple. So it's this really pretty mint green, and it goes on opaque in 2 coats. It's just beautiful. It's wonderful. I love it. So I also have the color called Grapefruit, which is a beautiful sort of almost like a neon salmon, if that makes sense. I wanted to get a darker color, so I picked up Blue Grape, and this is just a really vibrant royal blue. I got this color called Blueberry, which is a nice sort of sky blue color. This almost periwinkle, leaning more towards purple, called Prickly Pear. I couldn't pass up the opportunity to get a green, so I purchased this color called Greenberry, and it is really pretty on the nails. It just is darker than the mint I have on, but really vibrant and so fun for summer. And then this one I thought would be really good for fall. It's called Elderberry, and it's just more of a grayish blue color, and it's just lovely on the nails. So all of these are fantastic. Again, Barium is a brand that sometimes you can find online, certain websites. I don't know about international shipping because usually they will not ship nail polishes. So I really liked shopping in Boots and seeing all of the colors there. I wish I could again go back in time because there were several colors that I thought would be so beautiful for fall that I wish I had purchased. In hindsight, you know, the Monday morning shopper, we'll call it. I really, really wanted some of those colors. I might have to hit up one of my friends that lives in the UK to see if she can send me some of those because they're just really amazing, and it's absolutely my favorite formula, hands down. One last thing that I picked up while I was there, it was actually earlier in the week. We had a shopping day on Saturday, but on Tuesday, I think it was, me and 2 other people in the group were having a bit of a dietary issue while we were there because we don't eat carbs really much. I mean, I eat about 20 carbs a day, and when you're traveling in Ireland and you don't eat potatoes, it's a little problematic. So we were basically dying. I mean, we were just could not function. My brain was not working correctly because I wasn't having enough nutrition. So we actually went to the grocery store that evening and picked up a lot of cheeses and stuff that I could eat on my diet. And of course I couldn't help but go through and look at the skincare. They didn't have any makeup. We were at a Sainsbury. They didn't have any makeup there that I saw, but they did have a lot of skincare, and I picked up one of the Garnier Micellar waters. Now I have tried the Bioderma, love that. I've also tried the Simple Micellar water, don't love that as much, but I've heard excellent things about the Garnier Micellar water, and it was just a couple of pounds, like maybe 3 or 4 pounds. This is not available in the United States, and I'm so confused because we have Garnier, but we don't have this. But I imagine it will be coming out at some point because it seems like the micellar water trend is sort of on the horizon, so look out for that, and I'll probably do a review of that at some point because I think micellar waters are a really great cleansing product. I really like them, so yay for that. So hopefully that was fun to see the things that I picked up in Belfast, and also a little bit of how they apply. I think that's really important when you're seeing a haul, is not just sort of a show and tell, but also how they work, how they apply, if you're liking the products. Now I haven't tried these out for an extensive period of time, but I have been back for about 2 weeks, and I've been wearing a lot of these products on and off. I'm not disappointed with a single purchase. Everything I bought I love. I think it's a fantastic product, and I would highly recommend you check them out as well. Be sure and keep your eyes peeled because I will be doing a tutorial with this palette pretty soon. This is the Vintage Romance palette that I mentioned earlier. Fantastic product, and I think you'll really like the look that I create with that. Definitely let me know in the comments below some brands and products that you like on the UK front. I always like to know about these things in case I ever get the chance to go back. I want to compile my shopping list. Be sure and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to talk about all things glamour. Click there to watch my last video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.